Tell me about your pod, Tom.
Listen, man, I live with my kids. I'm a 61-year-old single dad with a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and somebody has to help us here. I have this young assistant. I always say young because I'm old.
Right.
And then she ends up, because of COVID, staying here with me and the kids, and she's great with my kids. We one day say, let's do a podcast. Nobody's leaving the area here. She did a podcast. She's hilarious. She's a comic. And then what we ended up talking about is our point of view or the comics I like or my career and what's been the influences on her. And, I just talk about these great athletes when I was growing up. The day Al Kaline died. Now, I know that's not. But I just said why he was so important to me. Just guys like that can say they played every day. And they just showed up. And, things like this and that. I talk about, the Chicago Cubs growing up. I asked one guy, Dave the Ghost Hunter, that was here. We were talking about how much that meant to us and Harry Carey and my other buddies, Jack Buck in Southeast Iowa, the announcers, the players, and that just meant so much to us. And I asked her if there's anybody like that in her life, and she said, John Mayer. And then I said, and it made me so mad that she would say that. And I said, why? Well, I really felt like whatever. And it was so stupid. John Mayer, on the other hand, is a really great guy, does things. But, he doesn't represent the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, or Al Kaline, for that matter. I don't even know if he's the
Al Kaline for sure.
Yeah, no, he's not the Al Kaline of musicians. I mean, he's good in his own right, but I don't know if I put...
it really was upset. I mean, I took him really... I was scared that I would have to make her leave the house because I thought at that moment I was like scared, like I brought somebody that just couldn't even get that I could never speak to again, basically. And we're gonna have a podcast, so we have a lot of fun. And she is a character. All my friends, Tish. I get a call from Tish, and he's like, "Hey, what's hey, that's kids good? Yeah, how are you doing? Good. What's the deal? You and Sasha? Sasha's very cute, right? What's the deal? She just I go, yeah, she's my assistant. We do the podcast and stuff. Oh, you guys aren't. I go, no. She's 30 years young. Like I tell her, she's 30-something years young. He goes, oh, I didn't think so. So with you being.
Well, I mean, look, Tom. I mean, I know you go way back with your buddy Steve there. And
yeah.
What'd you think of the Giants opener? What'd you think of the Giants opener?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen worse. But
by the way, you can't. That's let's put it this way. I don't think the Giants are going to make that the slogan for their 2020 team video. You know what I mean?
What's the slogan again?
Yeah.
What's your slogan?
The Giants 2020 Giants. Hey, we've seen worse. You can't. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, tell you, I'm so happy football's back.
Me too, brother.
I was like it. I just thought, and now our Big Ten's coming back, I heard.
Well, I hope so, too. Yeah, you're Mr. Iowa. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.